That's excellent recovery tackle from Camavinga. Now Vasquez.
And that ball is on, isn't it, for Real Madrid, but they just haven't played it correctly. That was Fede Valverde, you know, that wasn't a great ball over the top. Just need to be a bit calmer. Look at that, that's ridiculous.
Vini Jr. was offside, but not interfering with play. Mbappe runs into one defender too many. Mbappe tackling Lamine Yamal. There'll be some photographers snapping away down there to get that photo. Camavinga. Brilliant ball. Perfectly timed run from Vinicius Jr. Catch him if you can. Koundé just stands his ground. Vini Jr. does get the cross in. Balde, no direction on that. And Camavinga with the volley.
Again, here's the goal. Rudiger in no man's land. Mendy lets Lamine Yamal run off him. It's inevitable it ends up in the back of the net.
Oh, there's an awkward stretching of the knee of the veteran Robert Lewandowski. Checking his watch. Just over 30 minutes gone. And if you're just joining us, you've missed two sensational goals. Kylian Mbappe, the classic counter-attack 5 minutes into the game. Equalised with a quarter of the game gone from Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old wonderkid. Rafinha. Big ask for ball now. That is a textbook tackle from Valverde. Coaches will be clipping up things like that. That is an art form. Gavi. Lamine Yamal. Air of expectation in the stadium when he gets the ball. Koundé's okay, coming back from an onside position. Mendy doing a good job in deterring him. First test for Araújo, winning the ball cleanly. Interestingly, he's taken on the captain's armband as well. Kubasi. Easy for Rudiger. This is Lewandowski. Casado. Lamine Yamal. Entertaining the crowds. Pedri. Workspace. Jules Koundé. Koundé goes for the early cross. Oh, there's a coming together of players there. Gavi goes down, referee says no. Will be inspected by the VAR. Play continues around. Gavi is on the floor. It's Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski trying to give it to Rafinha and coolly cleared by Courtois. Javier Iglesias, Villanueva. The VAR will be rocking and rolling those replays to see if there was an offence not spotted by his Manzano.
They've stopped it now and they're talking. Cross comes in.
Caught him thigh height.
No. Barely touches him. Oh yeah, they'll give a penalty for it. But you see, he was diving before he even got there. There's a touchdown by his shin. He comes off his shoulder and he dives. I mean...
Well, I will play the devil's advocate and say that he caught him.
Of course he did.
Mid-thigh.
Of course he caught him, Robert. Didn't affect the play at all. He goes dive and it'll be a penalty. I've got no problem about that.
There we go. That is footballing charades. A word in the ear of Manzano. I suspect that once he's seen the evidence...
Oh yeah, especially when he pauses it there. But look where the ball is. Gavi's diving beforehand, but yeah, I think he'll give a penalty. Camavinga catches him, barely catches him, but does catch him, and he'll give a penalty. But you can see Gavi's jumping and diving all at the same time. I know what it is. I've played this game before, but I think he'll give a penalty.
You've seen enough.
Yeah.
Another dramatic twist in the 259th matchup of these two teams. Penalty, Barcelona. Courtesy of a Tiller kick challenge from Camavinga, who also receives a yellow card.
I don't think they shouldn't have got a yellow card. He dangles his foot out. You can see there's no ferocity. It's not a hard one, but yes, he catches him there. But he's going down straight away. He knows he's getting a penalty for it.
Robert Lewandowski will be getting a bit of jip from the Real Madrid supporters and the players around him, but he will just make that white noise.
He's heard it all before, hasn't he? This great centre forward.
This is a man who lives for scoring goals. Lewandowski, perfect, gives Barcelona the lead. Gift accepted.
You see what it means to all the players on the bench. They know how important this game is. No messing around by Lewandowski, no pausing, no jumping, no trying to place it past the keeper. Small run up, but smashes it past Courtois to give Barcelona the lead.
His 26th goal of the season. He's now scored as many in 27 games this season as he did the whole of last year in 49.
Yeah, all the major protagonists all got on the score sheet. Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, and now Lewandowski.
It is a who's who of world football. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up. And believe me, the drama doesn't end here. It should be noted it was Gavi that won the penalty as well. And he's been out for over a year, starting only his 5th game of the season. A lot of fears that he was going to come back the same player. Now it's Real Madrid's turn to score. It's like NBA action, isn't it? From one end to the other. Jude Bellingham. Vinny Jr. Brilliant ball. Rodrigo. Vasquez screaming for it. Has to readjust. Vasquez teases it in there. And once more it's Chesney to the rescue.
Yeah, again, it wasn't a great ball in by Lucas Vasquez. Just doesn't wrap his foot around. Mbappe would have been offside anyway. It's been end-to-end, very enjoyable game.
Kubasi, they mix things up. Courtois will just take the sting out of the game. Barcelona have been on the road. This is their 8th game on their travels since they were home to Brest at the end of November in all the competitions. They head back to Barcelona in midweek. Here is, oh, brilliant, Rafinha! How did 3 defenders not spot him coming in? A jump for joy! Barcelona are having a ball.
Yeah, the warning signs have been there for Madrid. They just cannot defend. They're fine when they dominate possession, which is most of the time, but it's not against Barcelona. They got caught out at the Bernabeu. Robert Lewandowski header when he was free as a bird, and this is another one. Rafinha on the back. Look at him, look at the space between Tchouaméni and Lucas Vazquez. You could drive 6 buses through them. What on earth? Can't they talk to each other? But that was a wonderful cross and a fantastic header. He has to generate a lot of power to steam it past Thibaut Courtois, but he does. But that is awful defending, I'm sorry to say. The blink of an eye, it's 3.
A mix of the brilliant and the bizarre in this El Gran Clásico. The bizarre, how did Real Madrid fail to spot Rafinha? The brilliant Rafinha putting so much power into that header, and he knew he had to because it had a similar situation earlier in the game and Courtois had made a miraculous save.
Yeah, you'd have to see that goal again. And
oh, it's Vinny Jr. Magically came away with the ball. The referee, I think, suggesting he may have used his hand.
Yeah, you'd have to see that goal again, Rob. But how can how can Tchouaméni and Lucas Vazquez, who's on the opposite side, be that far apart when a Barcelona player has the ball? It's just unheard of.
I was about to tell you a minute ago that Barcelona are playing Betis. They finally get back home on Wednesday night for the Copa del Rey round of 16. And Barca rudely scored as I was mid-sentence. Joined the team, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Every single game on ESPN+.
I mean, Barcelona have now scored 7 goals in the last 2 appearances against Madrid in 1.5 games. You can't concede 7 to your closest rivals in 1.5 games.
Well, back home in the Spanish top flight, Barcelona had lost the last 2 games against a little club called Leganes and Atletico Madrid, one of their rivals for the title. Whereas Real Madrid in all competitions, they're on a roll. They've won 7 of the last 8 games, so this is a real upset of the form book. Well, to tie the game at least, Real would have to score 3 goals, something they've managed in 7 of the last 8 matches. Barcelona are dead set on finding their 4th first-half goal. Rafinha's cross in. Lewandowski coming alive in there. He needed Rudiger to keep a very close eye on Gavi.
It's not hard to make chances against this Real Madrid, though. Look at that, a simple run by Rafinha off Lucas Vazquez, cross into the box.
If Lewandowski hadn't gone for that, Gavi was just a step behind him.
When he gets there first, Lewandowski, he gets clattered afterwards by Rudiger. It's interesting for Real Madrid what they do. We know David Alava's back, and of course he hasn't been playing, but he's back and he's in the squad. There's Luka Modric looking on. But they have major problems, don't they, defensively against the better sides. Eder Militao won't be back anytime soon, unfortunately. Either will Dani Carvajal. So we're in the January month now. They can buy players, they can bring people in. It'll be interesting to see if they go for any reinforcements, Madrid, because they are very vulnerable against some of the better teams.
Referee explaining the laws to Lewandowski. If you're injured and you receive treatment from the medical team, you have to go to the sidelines to be checked back on by the 4th official.
There's the goal again. Koundé puts it on a plate. Lovely ball by the Frenchman. But you see, he looks up. Koundé, there's no one around him. Yet he's got his captain, well, what was his captain until Araujo come on, in glorious isolation. It's just incredible.
Well, that is the danger for Real Madrid. They have Lucas Vazquez, who's a winger by trade, playing as right fullback, and Tchouaméni, whose best position is undoubtedly central midfield player, playing as a central defender.
You wonder which side of the pitch you would attack. This is the side, isn't it? You attack this side.
Yamal to Rafinha. May have put a few dollars more on the head of Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool after Real Madrid made a cheeky bid to sign him in his last 6 months of his contract.
They need a centre defender as well, don't they? They can't just rely on Rudiger and hopefully David Alaba. They need somebody else. I know they got the youngster Asensio in there.
It's kind of square pegs round holes, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is very much so, and you can't beat the best on a regular basis if you're doing that. You can get by, but you can't beat the best. And he's been booked.
He's been booked. Camavinga, what is he doing?
And actually, that was worse than his yellow cards.
Well, that would generally be a yellow card offence, and he knows it. Remember, he's already been booked.
That is cynical as you like. That should be a sending off.
He's just got away with one big style, hasn't he? It's going to be interesting to hear the views of Ali Moreno, Lucho Garcia at half-time.
I mean, you might not see Camavinga in the second half. You might not see him at all. Because anything else, even the slightest of fouls, he's off. Because the referee will be told about that one during half-time.
Well, you can't have a VAR for a yellow card offence.
No, you can't, no.
But I'm sure
someone will have a word.
They'll have a communication. Well, the fourth official will have seen it as well and said, you know what?
Yeah.
Jesus Hilmanthani, you missed one there.
Yeah, you've definitely missed one there. Like that. These cynical fouls like that, they're just as bad as a lot of the silly tackles and stuff.
Generous 9 minutes added to the first half.
Real Madrid started the game, Rob, in the first 5 minutes 1-0 up, and since then they haven't really done anything, have they? Barcelona have dominated the play, been much the better team.
Well, Ancelotti is a wise man. His words are coming back to bite him. He said the winners were the team that defend the best. Defence is the difference.
Yes. Well, that's fine, that was okay.
He needs his full motivational powers in the 15-minute recess to realign his team. They did the deal to bring the Spanish Super Cup and change the format, bring it to Saudi Arabia. People wondered what the commitment would be of the players. As you have witnessed, it is full-blooded. We've got a deal to 2029. There has been talk amongst the executives of the two clubs to extend it to 2034. Chesney waiting.
Well, that's too straight, that ball. It has to be played to the side to take the pace off it. You can't play it straight down the middle. It's always going to run through to the goalkeeper. Well done, Lionel Messi shouts again.
I thought it was Messi. He's not coming on. Here's Jules Koundé.
No. There's no chance he's going to be
Let's give it the second coming of Messi. One Lamine Yamal. He's further ahead in these developments than the great Argentinian. Mbappe has gone early. System uncertain whether he's offside or not, so they let play continue. You can see there, Mbappe has recovered from that ankle knock. Vasquez.
And look how high they are. Play him in.
Rodrigo. Puts it to Vasquez. Vasquez, little back flick. Hits the midriff of Balde. And Mbappe's in there. Chesney tries to get there. Rodrigo, and it just seems to
offside,
stop
I think.
dead.
Rodrigo was offside.
So there was a couple of offside claims in there, weren't there? Well, that certainly wasn't handball.
No.
And then Mbappe was the meat in the sandwich. And Rodrigo was offside.
Now Madrid are trying to play a high line. What
a burst of pace this from Rafinha. What a tackle that was. Second we've seen from Valverde. There's no room for error there.
I mean, the one thing you would say is that if both teams keep playing like this, the second half is going to be equally as enjoyable with plenty more goals.
Yamal to Kande. Casado. Kubasi. Brave header from Rudiger, sets Bellingham on his way. Will there be gain for his pain? Bellingham to Vinny Jr. Bellingham looks pleadingly at the referee.
Yeah, he thought he was pushed.
Rafinha, who's giving Vasquez the run around on this near side of the field. Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. They're showboating now, Barcelona. Gavi. Lamine Yamal. Balde screaming for the ball. Balde gets the ball as well. Good control. Fires it in. And Courtois has had to be at his very, very best to keep it down to 3-1 in the first half.
Yeah. Again, toying with Madrid. Moved the ball wide. Shot on target. Tipped over the bar by Thibaut Courtois. So easy. Carlo will have to change it. Have to do something.
That was the high boot from Gavi on Rudiger.
Yeah.
Referee gave the advantage, which they almost took.
It's whether he was pushed, Bellingham, by Kunde.
It's a heavy challenge, wasn't it? Seven minutes of time has been added. Courtois will take those all day long since Rodrigo on his way. Brilliant tackle from Casado. Well, the referee's assist on this side thought otherwise. Well, one of the backroom team is in trouble. Inigo Martinez, who was substituted, injured, in a grumpy mood, and has now been yellow carded. I think that ice pack that is on his leg needs to be applied to his head.
Absolutely. Well, look what his injury was. It looked as if it was a hamstring injury, not where the ice was placed. He's sitting on that right hamstring of his.
Rodrigo puts his full might into it. Kunde. Pedri. Lewandowski. Having a helping hand. Rodrigo. Despite being 2 goals down, the one thing that Real Madrid will not do is panic.
No, but they need to know how to play against this high line, because they're not utilising it at all. People running from deep, they have to start using them a little bit better.
Uncertain moment there for Araujo.
That's the
tackle the officials didn't like, which so upset Inigo Martinez, who would have been proud of a challenge like that. We won't translate. Can Real Madrid change the course of the evening by getting a goal before the break? Not with passes like that. That is so frustrating for Ancelotti and his coaching team. Now it's a scramble back. Rafinha shakes off Valverde. 4-1 before half-time. Balde is on the dance floor. Barcelona are in dream world.
Yeah, they scored 4 at the Bernabeu in the second half. They've scored 4 tonight in the first half. Wonderful goal, wonderful break, awful from Real Madrid. Then in the last minute of the first half, they've got everybody up for a corner and they decide to play it short and effectively blow the game. What are they doing? If this happened to an under-10 team, you'd go crazy. What on earth are they doing? Rafinha into Balde, who smashes it past Courtois. Nobody even gets a challenge on any Barcelona player. Lovely break, lovely counter-attack by the Blaugrana. And it was awful yet again defensively by Real Madrid. They have to go back to the drawing board. This cannot persist, otherwise they'll concede 6 and 7s in this game.
Well, it's only the second time they've conceded 4 goals this season. The previous 4 was against Barcelona in the La Liga Clasico. It all looked so good when that man Mbappe scored the opening goal after 5 minutes. But after that, Barcelona were on a roll. It needs to be a big turnaround in the second half. 4-1 at the break. ESPN's coverage of the Spanish Super Cup is presented by the Lexus TX. Seizing your Lexus.